Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's do a quick look. It'll be short at Anarchy Online. And the reason I'm doing the video on this right now is I just noticed actually just the other day that it was available on Steam now, I remember at least a year or two ago it was not, so I think this is a fairly recent development. But Anarchy Online is kind of a special game to me. I have some special ties to it. It's an MMO released by Funcom back in, I think, 2001 now, so 16 years ago. And it's still up and running. It's on a free-to-play model now. Actually, Anarchy Online, I believe, was one of the very first games ever to go to a free-to-play model, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, Funcom with Anarchy Online, even though it had a very bad launch, which kind of killed it to some people, but I mean, I played the game for several years and really enjoyed it, but it had a really bad launch that kind of soured it early on from the success it probably deserved, because it was kind of a groundbreaker. It was one of the first MMOs to actually feature instanced dungeons and dynamically created missions. The way some of the loot and slotting worked was some pretty original stuff back in the day. There was a lot of things. Linking, something so simple that people take for granted in MMOs now, is being able to link loot and chat. Anarchy Online was the first MMO to ever do that, actually. So it was kind of a groundbreaking game back at the time, but because it had such an awful launch, and because I think back at that time period, EverQuest and all, and was still pretty popular, you know, it kind of didn't get the traction it really needed to. But I played it for a long time. I had some ties to it for any of you that may have played, and I'll kind of walk around here a little bit. Let me see if there's somebody out here just to shoot or something. This is my old original Techer character, level 144 agent. Here, let me see if I can shoot this guy. Probably it'll be a one-shot because I think he's... Can't shoot him through a tree. Had to wait for him to pass the tree. Shoot somebody else. Come on, come on, come on. Silent but deadly. But yeah, this is actually my old original character. Back when I played the game for several years after launch, I probably played it from like 2001 to about 2003 or 4, and then I went back once or twice after that. But I actually ran a website back in the day. It was a website called agentsector.com, and it was a class site devoted just to the agent class, actually. And yeah, so I have some definite ties to the game from back then. Oh, look, I even got my ship that you can actually fly in this game. Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I played the game quite a bit back then, and I was one of the community reps. Funcom actually started a thing way back when where they took like one kind of person from the community for each class and named him like a community rep, and then that person had kind of a direct line to Funcom for man, oh man, I got some camera shenanigans going on. Let's see, which way? How do I turn this ship around? There we go. There we go, like that. And then straighten the camera out behind it. Whew. It has kind of a weird camera system. Oh, let's see. Well, here's Omni City. We're actually in the main city here, which is pretty empty. Kind of sad. But I was one of the community reps for the agent class and actually had direct contact with Funcom for a couple of years there. And actually kind of a unique thing that actually happened was that my character, which... see if I can find it here real quick. My character actually got a weapon named for him. They actually did that for some of the community reps. I think I had a bag here I saw labeled for weapons. No, medical. I guess that would be why there's a sign. Oh, the one with the gun. Maybe that's it. But yeah, my character's name was Techer Alsacry, and that's the full name of the character. And they actually created this weapon and put it in the game, the Advanced Alsacry Chemical Rifle. And it actually had like a little history. They used to have like little history blurbs on the weapons. I don't know if they did away with that, but it kind of gave a little description, of someone prominent, prominent agent who was tortured by the rebels and blah 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 or something like that. But so that was kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, it's running. Oh, hey, look, there's a player over there running. There's another player. Hey, see, look, there's a couple people running around. But they have the game now. It's kind of, my understanding is it's kind of in maintenance mode to where they're not doing any more new content for it or anything. They're just kind of letting it ride, which it had a lot of expansion, so there's a lot of tons and tons of content for it. But they're just kind of letting it ride as is at this point. You know, and there is some subscription that you can get to get boosts and things like that, but I mean, it's free to play, so I mean, I don't know that I'll really play it that much. Hey, look, there's another, I think that's a player, maybe. It's weird, you gotta align the camera with the left mouse button, and then it kind of like locks, and the right one, oh, so you can do it like that, but then you can do that and lock it sideways. That's kind of interesting. That would drive people crazy in MMOs today. But yeah, it's an interesting game. Like I said, I don't know that I'll play it that much, but it's just kind of neat that I'm able to go reminisce and log back into it and take a look at it. So, but I just kind of wanted to share that and share some thoughts on my history with the game. And you know, for some of you who are curious about it, you can get into it for free, download on Steam. It's about a 2 gig download, and kind of wander around in a game that was very, very innovative at the time, but overlooked, and that's kind of sad, actually. But anyway, that's enough for today. Thanks for joining me in the tavern, and I'll see you guys next time.